Hi, this is Laura Kombrink. I'm a realtor with EXP Realty, and I serve the communities around Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Welcome to the series. If this is your first time popping in with me, I'm doing a series on basically selling your home or preparing to sell your home and what happens through the process and getting ready. So we started out the series with decluttering and moved to freshening up your property. Went from there to repairs and renovations. Moved into how to choose a realtor. Talked about what is your home's market value and how we arrive at that. We talked about the last video I did was getting your house ready for showings, and went through some tips and tricks on that and the frustrations that we might be able to avoid. Now, we're going to paint the picture here. You've done all of the things that I've recommended as far as prepping your home. You've hired your realtor. You've gone through the evaluation process and settled on a listing price for your house. We're getting showings. We got people coming through, and we get an offer. So that's the next step in the process. Um, this can be another frustrating part for sellers. But I keep talking about all your frustrations. But I want you to know that as a realtor, I understand the frustrations that you go through when you're selling your home. And I just want to kind of smooth the edges off of those a little bit. When you have a great realtor, that's our job, right? Is to make this process as smooth as we possibly can. All righty. So an offer comes in and we get all excited, right? I call you and I say, hey, we've got an offer. We need to sit down and discuss this offer, right? And you get all excited. Oh, we got our first offer. And oh my gosh, it's low. As a matter of fact, it's so low, it's insulting. And that happens. Doesn't always happen. If we have it priced properly, it shouldn't happen too much. But there's always those bargain hunters out there, those guys who like to play poker, okay? They like that negotiating process, and so they like to lowball. It happens. Um, and what we tend to want to do is we tend to want to say that was a ridiculously insulting offer, and we just say no. And you have that option. So you have three options. When an offer comes in, you can accept it, you can reject it, or you can counter offer. And what my job is to guide you through that process. Okay? If we've priced the home properly, we'll know pretty much. And I told you, when I list a home, you're going to get updates on the market every 2 weeks through my eProperty Watch system. So you'll know how the market is changing, if prices are higher or they're going lower or whatever. So we'll know where we are as far as the value of your home, and even as it's on the market, what's going on. So it's hard not to be emotional about the offers that come in, but the market doesn't care about your emotions. I think I mentioned that in another video. When you get an insulting offer, I need my buyer, I need my sellers to set aside the emotions. There are people out there that are floating that lowest possible number. It doesn't mean they're not serious buyers, and it doesn't mean they're trying to be insulting. You want to sell your home for the highest price possible in the shortest amount of time. Your buyer's on the other side of that. Your buyer wants to buy the best home they possibly can for the least amount of money. So when that super stupid level offer comes in, detach. You can blow off steam. You can, oh, Laura, that's the dumbest offer I ever saw. I can't believe they did that. Okay. But I would encourage you not to reject it outright. What I would encourage you to do, so they're here down at the bottom, and you want to be up here. They've sent you a ridiculously low offer. So we need to somehow come to an agreement. Rejecting it totally eliminates that possibility. Okay. So I usually recommend that we send a counter offer. If they are a real and genuine person that wants to purchase your property, this is where we weed out those that don't. Okay. We negotiate. It's not fun. Well, I enjoy it, but most sellers don't. But it's part of the process, um, and it needs to be done. Okay, and so you're going to get these offers in, and some of them are going to be great, and some of them are going to be like, yes, I want that one. There's all kinds of things we look at when we receive an offer. We want to look at, is it being financed? What type of financing? Because all that kind of stuff affects the process as we go to closing, right? So when they want to close, what kind of contingencies they are, if they have to sell a home before they can close on yours. There's all kinds of factors that we're going to look at, and it's not always the highest price. Okay, sometimes there's other factors that play in. And so when you're working with me, we are going to sit down and we're going to go through these offers, and we're going to decide what works best for you and your family, or you on in your goals. Okay. Um, so that's the first thing I want to say. There's negotiating. It's another part of the process. Some people love negotiating. Some people hate it. I'm here to guide you through that, to help you with that, and to help you get the highest possible price for your home. So then we get through all this negotiating phase. Then we go under contract. Everybody signs off. Everybody's in agreement. We've got all the details worked out. Now we're under contract, and we're headed towards closing. There are deadlines in the contract. It is a solid and fast contract. This is not a maybe. You are now legally bound to hold up your end of the bargain, and the buyer is legally bound to hold up their end of the bargain. This doesn't mean everything is set, cut, dry, rock and roll. There are times when issues come up, and I'm going to go over some of the most common issues that come up between contract and close in my next video. So my next video is going to be inspections and appraisals. That's it for today. My name is Laura Kombrink. I am a realtor with EXP Realty, and I serve the community around Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. All my information is below. If you have any questions or comments, I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, guys.